All right. You remember the beginning?
We here, Mark. We live. Let's go. It's the Mark and K. It's the Mark and K. It's the Mark and K show. It's the Mark and K. It's the Mark and K. It's the Mark and K show.
Stop singing that song.
Ah, damn. The lights is on and we here. Yo, guys, welcome to the Mark and K show. We got a dope episode for you. It is officially episode 4 on the Mark and K show. If you're not following us, make sure you follow us on your social media outlets, Instagram at the Mark and K show. Today's show, we're going to be talking about if you go on a vacation, should you give up the coochie to a man if he personally paid for the trip, if he paid for the flight, if he paid for the food, if he flew you there, when you get there, he's buying you things, you know, hey, I want to go on a vacation with you. You want to come with me? Now, are you obligated to give him the booty? Are you obligated to give a man sex if he invites you on a trip, if you're not already sexually intimate with him? And if he does ask for it or he expects it, is he wrong? Next, we're going to get into talking about this goddamn Gayle King and everything that she did and said about Kobe. Gayle, I'm not messing with you, but we're going to hear Mark's point of view on this matter. Then we're going to talk about here in Houston this weekend on the Mark and K show. We got a dope retreat at the Aloft Hotel in the Galleria. But first,
Black Love Retreat.
But first, I just want to remind y'all, I am Kay here with the big booty, okay?
And I am Marco Polo with the big old heart.
Mark, what's up? Tell us about Gayle today, because you know you slow.
Gayle King. Yeah, I know y'all remember Gayle. Gayle is the one who sat up in front of the king of R&B. You know, that's just my opinion. He's still the king of R&B. Robert Kelly, when Robert was screaming, what was he screaming?
Robert was like, "This is my life, Gayle! This is my life!"
And Gayle said, Robert.
Robert about to beat Gayle ass.
And Gayle, this is the same Gayle who them folk let take R. Kelly in the midst of his turmoil and do him like that, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, R. Kelly been through a lot of allegations, so we kind of let her make it.
Yeah.
You know, but I say if R. Kelly wouldn't have had powers after Paul and all that stuff, I think we would have stepped in a little early. So because we let her make it, Gayle felt deep down in her heart that she can take something so sad, so bad to the world. And because it was another black man, whether he was famous or not, she took one of the greatest athletes of all time, who passed away, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, 824. We here with you, baby. She passed away, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One of, I ain't say D. I know MJ. Hey, man, I had to put that in. I know people, he need to go. Anyway, she took Kobe. LeBron. And Kobe had almost a near flawless lifespan, but he had a scratch in it when the white woman accused him of rape.
When the white woman lied on him and said he raped her so that she can get paid.
Right.
Just like, hey, that's what happens to the black men. And my thing is, and I know you want to tell your side, I'm just so angry at the fact of, you know, I'm gonna just say this about black men. Y'all need to leave white women alone. I love white people. I do. I love all color people. But I believe in black love. You know, and I believe Kobe should have never stepped out on his wife. Yes. But I believe that he didn't deserve what happened to him. He didn't deserve to be blackballed. But that's how you got to think. We live in America. And no matter how non-racial I am or you're not, we are black in America. And no matter what you do, they don't want to see us together. So they're going to make issues. But this white woman came in. She, in my opinion, which we know, most people know, and you have your own opinion, she had consensual sex with Kobe, right? Kobe probably put that thing on her. And she started going crazy. Kobe gonna call me? Kobe, I'm gonna see you again. Kobe like, hell nah, Vanessa ain't gonna kill me. Hell nah. It was good and I'm done. So she woke up the next day and said, listen, I'm gonna need some bread from you, pimp. And I don't know how you're gonna give it to me. You're gonna give it to me in 20s or 50s or thousands. Or let's just try millions. But if you don't pay me, I'm going to say you raped me. So what did she do? She yelled rape. And, you know, she didn't even testify against Kobe in this whole thing. You know, she got her money and she left. So to me as a black woman, why, like Boosie said, Gayle, Why would you do that to your people? Why would you even bring that up in an interview when you kind of know that this information may have not even been true? And Kobe just, in my opinion, he was a black man in America that got fucked.
Right, of course. So, with saying that, I just want to know, I really don't agree with Kay when she say black men leave the white women alone. First of all, white women treat us different than black women. You know, white women got a little bit of more, cater to you in them. You know what I'm saying?
I cater to you.
Hey, man, we ain't talking about one black woman. We talk about white women in general. And then all white folks ain't alike. All white women, white men are not alike. So if there's one white woman, too, that love black.
But what I'm saying is that you got to understand the risk that you play as a black man when you become intimately involved with a white woman.
But that's true. But that's more have to do with men of stature, of money. You know, the rich black athletes have to really deal with it. Just saying the average Joe on the street and the average white woman on the street, you don't have to be really at risk with dealing with her. She ain't gonna get nothing from you.
I guess not, but I just think in the end, you know, just going back to Gayle, I think Gayle, what you did was really dirty. You know, that whole interview was messed up.
But when we're gonna get back to black men dating white women, but let's get back to
you know how that's a subject. I flip these damn tables over.
Let's get back to Gayle. Gayle allowed the white folks over the network to come back and say, "Hey, this is what we want you to talk about." And Gayle was like, "I did it to R. Kelly, and they ain't do nothing."
And Oprah tried to do it to Michael.
Right. So Gayle went with a straight face and shout out to Country Wayne. I don't know if y'all follow my boy Country Wayne.
I follow
on
Country
Instagram,
Wayne.
Country with a Cake. Follow Country. He's hilarious. And he's good dude, very positive vibe. Country Wayne came back and he was acting like he was on the phone with Oprah. Country Wayne told Oprah, ain't nothing you can do. You can't say nothing. Gayle can't get back from this.
Right.
We saw her lips move. We saw her facial expression.
Right.
I don't care. No, she can't apologize because we saw her lips moving. We saw the words coming out of her mouth. And you got to write Country Wayne explain it, but it was true. We saw how she was looking when she was giving that interview. We saw her words, and she let the white people over the network get her to do it, and she was okay with it.
That's my point. Is you can't see what we have to learn in general, and just this is a lesson for Gayle and for any of our listeners, that you have to take responsibility for the parts that you play in any situation that you knowingly allow yourself to be placed in. Right? So when you did that interview, they didn't write your questions. Gayle wrote her own questions for that interview. Okay? So she knew what she was going to ask. The thing is, when she asked Lisa, she said, do you think that these, in some form, she said, basically, she told Lisa, how do you know that wasn't him? Like, she basically told him, you wouldn't know. That's right. Your friend. Like, if somebody came to me and asked me and say, hey, accuse Mark of raping somebody, and I tell them, no, as long as I've been knowing this man, he's been a good man. And then they come back and say, well, how would you know? That's your boyfriend. Right. It's like, the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with it. I know his character of who he is. So, Gayle, really quick, we just wanted to touch on that subject and just give our personal opinions on the whole Gayle King and Kobe Bryant situation. Gayle, from a black woman to another black woman, you was dead wrong. You should have left that question alone. We have to learn as black people, we have to stop allowing other cultures and everybody from the outside to use our mouthpieces to break us down. We have to be able to be strong enough and strong-minded to understand that we are not the weakest link. And just like in slavery time, don't allow our people to track us down and kill us and bring us and sell us back to someone else. So my point is that we got to be smart enough, and that goes into the jobs that we go to every day, to schools, to the careers we're in. You'll get in this job and they'll use you against your own people. And we got to know how to break these barriers.
Can I call her one?
Dog face.
I'm not going to call you that, Gayle. Because that poster that I read said we went from, what did it say? We went from girls' dads to calling Gayle a B in a week. And I'm going to tell you why that touched me. Because even though Gayle messed up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She did. She messed up bad. And I understand the pain that was coming from Snoop. You know, they close. That's my dude. You know, so you can expect
and Snoop is hood.
And when stuff happened, you know, we say stuff when we angry that we wouldn't say. Because I could see Snoop in about a year on Oprah show when they talking naked. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. But at that point, that's how he felt. Right. But I felt that we went from girl dads to disrespecting women. You
went from girls dad to strictly calling Gail a dog-faced bitch. Ain't no, that's what he said. He said what he said. But, you know, I do understand on both parts is that, you know, I understand he was upset, but I understand that, you know, we also have to contain and remind our men that even in a process like this, we still have to respect our black women, because it's not right to call her out of her name, even in the midst of us trying to get her to understand the pain that she's caused her people. So it's not equally right for him to have addressed her like that. So Snoop, you know can't call a 7-year-old woman a dog-faced bitch. I know what y'all gonna be saying out there. Yes, it was all right. In the back of my mind, I'm saying it too. But politically speaking, you know, we got to do it right.
Well, let's get to the nitty-gritty of the show real quick, because we got a lifetime conversation that folks still ain't figured out yet. A lifetime conversation that's been going on, and it's talking about if a man invites and pays for you to come out of town with him on vacation, should he expect sex? And if a woman does not give him sex, is she wrong?
Let me tell you something. If somebody invites me on a vacation out of town, I'm giving up this pussy. If I would have first met you,
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you would have said, "Hey, Kay, you know what I'm saying? What you doing this weekend, baby? Pack your bags. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take you out of town."
Oh,
you know,
we're gonna
straight when I. Single and a thought is now no different. But if I'm going on vacation with somebody, I'm not going nowhere in a hotel room with them intimately. Listen, you get that liquor in you. You get your coochie getting the tinkling and tackling. I'm not playing with nobody. So don't put me in these environments. And I'm not even going to put somebody else in that environment to even do them dirty, have them with blue balls. I'm not doing that to nobody. I'm 37 years old. Who does that? So guys, if you missed it, just really quick, we're going to run back what we're talking about today. We're talking about basically, we went over to Gayle King and the Kobe Bryant situation, but we're also talking about, hey, if a man invites you to come out of town with him, and basically he's going to foot the damn bill. Whatever you need, flight, hotel, he's going to take care of it. But when it gets to that point, y'all may have a little bit of drinking, y'all may have a little weed in you, I don't know, whatever you use to make you feel good. He's going to get to that point. He's going to start touching you, and he's going to expect for you to become intimate with him. If you reject him, or if you don't become intimate with him, are you wrong for accepting that vacation, knowingly in the back of your mind to know most men will want to be sexual with you?
Right. So I got a little quote. You know, I always do my research. Yet attainable guy. Exactly her profile of a man she wants as a long-time provider. If not, you'll find yourself in a tough position, and she'll likely eject during the trip or immediately afterwards. So unless you are a high value, cool, you know, attractive, you know what I'm saying, got a little bread, you know, and you ain't tricking if you got it, you know, attainable guy for her, fit exactly her profile of a man she wants as a long-time provider, she probably ain't gonna give it up to you. Now, I disagree. So to answer the question, if a man take a woman on a trip and pay for everything, should he expect for her to give it up? Yes.
Yes.
Is she wrong for not giving it up? Yes.
Now, I won't say she's wrong. She's definitely not wrong for not giving it up, but I think it's wrong because, I mean, as a grown woman, I'm not going to pack my bag. Like, if I was still in college or some shit, you know, but when you're a grown woman, you know if a man is footing the bill, it's hard enough to get these busters to take you to dinner.
Good. That's different. The older you get,
the more mature-minded you should be.
And the more mature-minded the guy's going to be, and he's going to know who he taking on the trip.
Right.
But, you know, if I'm taking little mama on the trip and she know, you know, I know little mama going, I see her out in these streets, you know, let me take her out on the trip, let me bust it down.
Right.
And then little mama stun on me, I'm going to be hot.
Right, but that's because, you know, it's nothing she did wrong, but you expected that. And that's a lot of times when we fail, and going back to our last show with last time we were talking about sex and relationship and just telling your partner. It's not a relationship, but you're messing with her. But these are conversations before I'm going to book a flight, before I'm going to book a trip, I'm trying to hit it first. Whether it's the night before we leave,
but
I'm going to get us a little room to see what's going on before I book this trip, or I'm going to take you out, but ain't going to be no spare of the moment. But you got to understand, we live in a society where most women are not giving in. You understand what I say? Is it giving in or giving out? Well, it's all the same, whatever. But most women are giving it up, basically.
Yeah, say that.
They're not holding back.
Oh, well, say that. I'm like, I don't agree. They give.
They give. I bet you they is, huh, Mark?
Come on, kid. Keep going.
You better flip this damn table over.
How you gonna try and give these little coochie away?
They giving it.
Say that when I give a comment.
Women now are definitely giving a coochie away.
Right.
So they're
you
not.
Expect it as a man.
As a man.
If I go, I pay for the trip. We go and get some expensive dinners. We drinking wine. We going out to the club. We doing this and that and that. I'm expecting it to come from you. So you say, maybe the guys shouldn't expect it or whatever, but they should. I mean, I know before I take you on this trip, you said they should try to hit it before they go.
Right.
But maybe they did, and it almost went all the way. But it didn't. But if we go on this trip, I got her right. So I know if I get in this room, she gonna give it up.
Well, in most cases we do, but in most cases, there's some women who, there's nothing, a basic little trip to them is nothing to them. They like, it's nothing, you know what I mean? I see you out here with all this jewelry, and you know what I mean, all these flights and all this stuff. But see, I'm a boss. This don't impress me. That's from Martin. This don't impress me. But. You know what I mean? Hey, you take me a little dinner, fly me out, but I don't have to have sex with you. And in those cases, you got to understand, hey, you can't be mad as a man because you put yourself in that situation to fly her out, to take her out, to take on a trip, to fit a bill, to spend money at the clubs. You should have figured that out before you left. So if you don't get it, you fucked yourself.
Well, I disagree again. I feel like I can be mad as a man because if not, and maybe I'm wrong for not having that conversation with her before we left.
Yeah, you are.
But you don't expect, dude, I'm guessing nowadays as society gets more explicit, those conversations are happening more. But, back when I was a, little whippersnapper, I wasn't saying, hey, so when we get there, are you going to let me put my thing in you?
You and this thing.
I wasn't saying
penis,
that.
Mark.
I wasn't saying that.
You going to let me hit it, Mark.
Hey, you want to go with me? Hey, we going to Galveston.
I don't know.
We going down the street to Galveston. We going to get us a little thing on the beach. And I wasn't having that grown-up conversation.
Right. So I get what you're saying. Basically, it's something that's adults. You just know. You just figure out, If most times if you go out to dinner and you're vibing with somebody and after y'all go back to the room or you see a house, you don't plan and say, hey, when I drop you off, you want to have sex with me? You just go back, hey, the first thing a man says to you, would you, you want to come in, have a drink with me? You want to, catch a movie?
Right.
And then from there, every man knows, okay, I'm going to give her 1 drink, 2 drinks, and then that's going to turn into me, rubbing my hand on her neck and saying, hey, you smell really good.
Need a massage.
And then you need a massage. Huh. You rub on your booty. You got to start rubbing on your booty like how you did me.
Basically.
Yo, guys, so we always like to take it back to our social media outlet and our Facebook outlet. So we got some people, we asked this question on Facebook the other day. If a man invites you and takes you on a trip, guys, and he's footing the bill, should he be expecting you to have sex with him, or is he dumb for even thinking that? Or ladies, are you wrong for not giving it up, for taking that trip and knowingly knew you weren't going to have sex with him unless your menstrual cycle was on and there's nothing you can do?
No, see, that's another thing. You're lying.
What?
Because y'all will get down there just because you don't like how the man look. He big boy, he's too skinny. And now all of a sudden your period on.
Or his thing too little.
Your period wasn't on before we left. Now all of a sudden we get back to the
I'm going to tell you,
room.
ladies, for me, my stomach getting cramped. My stomach getting cramped and quicker. You tell me, oh, shoot, my stomach hurt.
Now your stomach hurt.
All right, so let's go ahead and take this to Facebook, Mark. What's the first question
all
they
right,
sent to
so
us?
we took it to Facebook, and Erica Williams replied, no, he shouldn't expect sex. And if she chooses not to, no, she isn't wrong. There should have been a conversation about wants, expectations to see if they were on the same page. Now, let me tell you why I agree to disagree with that. Because First of all, she wouldn't have went on that trip if it was a conversation that took place about expectation. Because if she would have said no, all of a sudden, I got something planned on that day that I can't make that trip, baby. So we got to figure out something else to do.
Right.
You know? So I'd rather take my chance if I know we got a good... I'm almost there. I'm almost at home.
You might as well take your
chance.
Or if you've given him that signal, that sign, then they kind of know as well. So we're gonna keep it going because we got a bunch of Facebook comments that we want to get to because we love our social media followers. Guys, thanks for following us, and make sure if you just tuned in, follow us on Instagram at the Mark and K Show. Today we're talking about giving up the coochie on a free trip. Also, we talked about Gayle King and Kobe Bryant, and then we're gonna talk about the Black Love Retreat this weekend in Houston. But Emil Brown went on to say, "Why are you going on a trip with a man who is Emily?
Yeah.
It's Emil, I think.
All right.
Okay, Emil, he's a boy. He's a man. It's Emil, I know him. Emil Brown, why are you going on a trip with a man who is footing the entire bill and y'all ain't even sleeping together? Shouldn't you be paying your own damn way? How are you accepting relationship benefits without giving relationship benefits? And if this is a trip, you giving up all of something. No. But he says, if this is a trip, you giving up all of something, or is it somebody just trying to live for free, ride for free, fly for free on femininity? So basically what he's saying is, why the hell you go on a trip with somebody that's footing the bill anyway? If you're not messing with that person, he should have never paid for it. You should have paid for your portion. He should have paid for your portion. But in that case, that's different because if a man, he knowingly invited her. So, that expectation is different. It wasn't like, hey, we got an agreement. Hey, let's go on this trip together. We're talking about more or less when a man invites you.
Right. But
we do get his point.
But his point was great because he said, if y'all not sleeping together, basically, why are you agreeing to go on this trip? And he gonna want some.
Okay. All right.
So that was his point.
Yeah.
He said if you ain't trying to go half on these bills and he has to pay for all the trip, you giving up all of something. If you ain't giving up nothing in the beginning, a man wants you to give up something in the end.
He do.
So,
I remember
Emil, I'm with you 100%.
Shout out to Emil.
Fist in the air.
Mr. Brown, you're dope. We also have James Houston the second. He said, okay, guys. So James Houston II, he said she paid the cost to pack that pussy.
No, he paid the cost.
He paid the cost to pack that pussy. So what does he mean, Mark?
That means he paid everything. The only thing he packing in the luggage is her. So I'm paying all it. So that make a whole lot of sense. Because basically...
Shout out to James Houston II.
So basically, to be honest, if a dude is paying for your trip, ladies, he's paying the cost to pack that coochie. That's what he paying for.
Yeah.
So I don't care what, if y'all looking at you in a sexual manner, that's what he's doing.
Right. The last one I'm just going to bring up real quick is Ross Dennis. And he said, I'm not flying no woman unless sex was already had in the first place. Women understand they don't give out pussy for free. I have no clue why women expect men to sacrifice money and time and not expect anything in return. We all adults. If a man is trying to talk to you, there's an 80% chance he's interested. Laugh my ass off, he says. If there are talks of flying you out, automatically a grown-ass adult woman should understand that eventually he's trying to have sex with you. So if you go, don't be surprised if he makes that move. I agree with him. What do you say, Mark?
I agree. It's basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm paying for the trip, that's what it is.
Right.
And that's why this last comment from Mahmoud Naeem said, let me answer like this. I think
it's Mahad Naeem, Mark.
Well, I spelled it wrong.
You spelled that man, if you watch it, sir, he did not mean to call this girl that man Mahmoud. Yeah. It's Mahad Naeem.
He said, let me answer like this. I hope my daughter never put herself in a situation like that. And he said that because he's a man and he knows why we pay to go on the whole trip. Why we pay for the trip. Right. He knows. So that basically summed it up. when a man came out and said, let me just tell you like this, answer y'all question. I hope my daughter never puts herself in a position like that.
Right.
Because that man is paying to pack
paying
that
for sex.
coochie.
He's paying for sex, basically. That's what he's doing.
All
right, so wrap that session up, guys. We hope you enjoyed our first session, our first fourth episode here today of the Mark and Kay Show, which we talked about the Gayle King and Kobe Bryant thing. And, in my opinion, I say, hey, Gayle King, screw you. You still a black woman, though. Get your shit together and come back home. I'm a little accepting, but the black community know we're hard to let you back in. Mark said he agreed. He think what Gayle did was totally disrespectful, but he also believed that a black man should never disrespect another black woman and call her the names that is referred to from Snoop Dogg as a dog face.
Well, I agreed with it at the moment.
Right.
Because I was hurting. But like I say, when I saw that post about, going from girl dad to cussing out Gayle, that kind of was,
right. You basically, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it just made us look bad in general. But at the moment, I felt Snoop, Boosie,
everybody from Houston, New York, L.A., I felt everybody and how they felt, and I still do.
Right. So I get your side of the point. So, guys, we just wanted to touch base on those things in our last topic today. But closing remarks, what I'm going to end with and remind you guys, listen, women, for my ladies out there, if a man invites you on a trip and he says, hey, would you like to take a vacation with me? This weekend, pack your bags, I would like to go. Please understand that man is not paying for a flight, for food, for a trip, because it's just about him wanting to hang with you. Now, I'm not saying that's not always the case, because most men are not always looking for sex. But what I am saying is make sure that you're prepared, that if you know that inside you don't want to be intimately involved with this man, I would kind of just turn the trip down and say, hey, let's enjoy each other when you return, when you get back, or I would prefer to get to know each other a little bit more. But I don't think you should take a trip not expecting a man to be a man.
And in my closing remarks, before we tell you what Mark and Kay got going on this weekend, I'm going to tell you like this, fellas, and it's going to be a little bit other than what I said. Women are emotional when it comes to sex. So nowadays, women are becoming attached, and that's been like that, So it is great to have that conversation if you decide to take her out or already have had sex with her before y'all go. Right. Because, you don't want to be taking her out there, have sex with her, come back, and then she turn into the chick on Martin Lawrence, what that was?
Who?
That movie with Martin, that chick went crazy.
I don't know, Mark.
The Love movie.
Oh, Love and Hate.
Yeah, thin line.
Thin line
it's
between.
A thin line.
Oh my God! Close your section so we can get out of here.
Hate. So we don't want no thin lines coming up. So yeah, make sure you have that conversation. And women, don't let them pack the coochie.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. The last part we want to tell you, if you're here in the city of Houston, don't forget this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, we have a dope event going on at Aloft Hotel in the Galleria. It's called the Black Love Retreat. So we have about 15 couples going to be attending. We have more that are constantly registering. So make sure if you haven't done so, you email us at marknkshow@gmail.com. That's marknkshow@gmail.com. Make sure you get your tickets. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite at any time, or you can hit us up on our social media, which is our IG at the it's the Mark NK Show. You can always DM us, and either our intern or one of us will get back to you and answer your questions on how to get tickets for that event. So guys, we're gonna make sure we have live footage from that event for our next podcast, so you can see what's going on with us on that show, guys. So if you're not in the city of Houston, make sure you get your ass to the city of Houston this weekend, February 15th through the 16th at Aloft Houston Galleria. And today our show was sponsored by the company Urban Nation. Shout out to Urban Nation. They sponsor our show today. Urban Nation is a local promotion company in the city of Houston that now has gone global with global events from out of state to out of country events. So if you're not following them, make sure you follow Urban Nation on IG, social media, Facebook, Twitter. Guys, this is the official Mark and Kay Show, and we're out.
Peace. In the words of Martin Lawrence, peace. Peace.